Like the rest of the world, Nairobi woke up to the news of former President Jacob Zuma handing himself in to begin serving his jail term. Opinion here was divided on how a leader of his stature had been subjected to the full force of the law.
I'm really surprised. Zuma is an important figure in South Africa and a freedom fighter. In that case, even the freedoms they are enjoying right now, Zuma contributed to it, and I think sometimes they should have accorded him more respect, not necessarily just arresting him. He's a respected elder, and I think it is not a good show to our elders, and you see it will usher in so many other problems, and I think for me they should actually set him free.
Some people will say corruption. In a country where big men rarely face the law, South Africa's incarceration of a former president, precedent-setting.
I don't know whether Kenya can reach that level unless the old system, which is the old generation, to come out of politics. We get a new generation, young people.
In Kenya it's even worse because we support our criminals and we really don't allow them to go to prison. And before they leave, they make sure the systems that are in place will not allow them to go back to prison. So in Kenya, we've been waiting for that, for these guys who probably let us down to pay for their sins, but no, it's never happened.
Yes, I believe that is possible. One day when we get a madman at the judiciary, he'll jail all of these idiots.
International relations expert Professor Masharia Munene says Zuma failed to read the mood of the nation.
He should have learned from his predecessor, Nelson Mandela. When Nelson Mandela had a case to answer, for whatever reason, he showed up as a good example of being a law-abiding citizen.
He admits that while there is likely to be a fallout within the ruling party, it is also a lesson to those in position of power.
He joins a team of previous presidents who in their different countries have had to face post-presidential treatment for misbehaving. We know in Brazil, Da Silva ended up in trouble and being accommodated by the state, not the way he likes. We know there's Sarkozy in France. Also, I think has been offered accommodation. So it is a lesson across the board. It is a very good lesson. Well, after all, we have had Omar al-Bashir ended up behind in a cage, actually, after he was ousted. But the main issue is you are not above the law.
Professor Munene, however, says this week's events in South Africa will ignite debate on whether former presidents should be granted immunity from prosecution. Sarah Kimani, SABC News in Nairobi, Kenya.